What up, what up, what up, what up? 6 o'clock. Yeah, everybody got to sit as close to the front. Go to the second row if you can until you get to the tab team. We're gonna shout out the Active World Team. Active World Team to sit in the front row. No matter what month you hit, you can see. Nice. Look, Friday. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all could have been anywhere. First off, just a level of coachability. So when somebody says something, it's like, do it, and that's it. Scoot up. That's all the coachability is. It's just like somebody say something, do it. Very, very simple. Not going to get bossed around, but those who do. And then we're going to talk about all that doing today. Super cool. It's Friday, you guys. On a Friday evening, you guys could be anywhere, but you guys are here or there, or if you're watching this, good to see you guys whenever you guys get on. To be successful, to learn some stuff, and to hear from, I ain't going to say he one of the best, but he one of the best. So this guy that I'm about to bring up, he's been in the business 6.5 years. When he started off, you guys, he didn't have no idea what he was going to do with his life. He had no idea about his future. But once he found this opportunity, he took it full force. And because of his efforts, we have an organization. We've made a crazy impact in the Inland Empire. So without further ado, you guys, please give it up for 15K President's team member, Super Mario McKinley. It's like, let me borrow this pen then. Thank you. We ain't got no music. We ain't gonna do the music though. Shout out. Man, take this from you. He's like, left his book. I was like, what am I gonna do with that? Thank you, you guys. All right, cool, man. Thank you for that introduction, Soup. I appreciate it. I feel like you know me better than anybody I've ever met. So, like he said, I started 6.5 years ago. Got sponsored March 2012, and we're gonna do presentations. So I'm just gonna share a little bit, you guys. Hold on. Bam. Boop. Boop. Y'all gonna watch this. It's gonna be dope because we sharing the screen. All right, cool. So 2012, I started, didn't know what I was gonna do in life. I was unemployed. I was 3 weeks out of jail with a felony. Seeing a friend of mine, his results, his 3-month results, they were popping, super fire. I wanted the abs, the side abs. I asked him what he was doing. He told me about Herbalife. I thought he was gonna tell me about like the tire flipping and rope swinging and everything else like that. I took a chance, got my first unemployment check, signed up, ordered products, lost 10 pounds in 8 days. Yep. And then it ended up losing a total of 21 pounds, dropped my body fat percentage down to 7%, then put on a lot of weight, a lot of size. Got my first couple clients in the first couple months. My first full month, which was April, I made like $600. Just sharing what I was doing, loving the progress, ordering what I ordered for other people. It took 5 months for me to make 6 months for me to make $5,000. And that's just by sharing an opportunity and getting other people on the team and having them the opportunity to get in the best shape of their life and help others do it, which is like the tenements of what we do. And, you know, now we're here at 15K President's team member. I've been the President's team member for 4 years. I don't even remember what it's like to have not been a President's team member. Wow. But, yeah, like it's crazy. Like, I don't even remember what it was like to have a belly. You know what I'm saying? But, see, it got me off track. So we here now, and we going to go into some stuff, right? So you guys y'all got the slides. If y'all seen these slides, it'd be so awesome, right? So we're gonna get y'all on the slides in a little while. So I don't know why you guys are here. I'm gonna do the HOM and I'm gonna do training. But I want to talk to the HOMs, do the HOM in a way that you guys kind of understand what's going on, right? So I don't know why you're here, whether you're brand new or you're been here 10, 20 years, 15 years. Everybody turn your phones on to vibrate or off, right? You could be here to look and feel better only, right? The way this lighting looks, that's going to happen just being in this room. You might be here to spend more time with your family and friends while doing a solid business. Shout out family. Shout out friends. What up, guys? You might be here to earn some supplemental income, right? If you got brand new people, this is what they get to be asking themselves. But even as a distributor right now, you got to keep asking yourself these questions, because you'll show up differently if you know why you're here. Does that make sense? What's up? You didn't post it. Yeah, it's always the same one. Yeah. Okay. Or you may be here finally to impact people in your community, to lead healthy lives, right? And no matter what you do, you're gonna do all of that. It's all encompassing, but you want to know what your focus is. Because when you think about community, that's a lot of people. So you have to show up and be a little bit different, right? Right now, there is so much spending with people changing their body. Not just like the cosmetic stuff, right? But just the stuff that all of us could afford. You know, healthy weight, gym memberships, great nutrition, whatever, diets, drinks, smoothies that people are eating, skin care, hair care, you know, things like that. Everybody's on stuff. How many of you guys wash your face? Yeah, sometimes, right? And then, you know, like I said, the gym memberships, the CrossFit stuff, the Spartan races, people are investing into being healthy. So we have a huge market for us to be successful. And you guys agree?
Yes.
Right? And we got the solution for when people want to get their body. You already heard the results that I had. It's nutrition, right? And we have a full line of nutrition, from the outer skin nutrition to our athlete nutrition. We're the athletes in the house. Right? To healthy aging, women's health, men's health, you know, all kinds of stuff. So whatever people need, we have. The company was started in 1980 by Mark Hughes. He wanted to spread the message of good nutrition. He wanted to have the good nutrition. He wanted a canister of our premier shake Formula One on every counter. And we're working on it. We're already been able to distribute in over 90 countries. Yeah. So you can get clients or start a team pretty much around the world. So start thinking about, who do you know outside of anybody know anybody that lives outside of the United States? Then you have a lifeline. There's only 6 degrees of separation between you and everybody, and probably less now that social media has made the world smaller and communication technology. You can start business everywhere, right? We're an over $7 billion company, working on doing $8 billion, working on doing $10 billion, $20 billion, $30 billion. Wherever your mind can conceive a company should be, we're going to be there. And because Herbalife pays about 77% of the profits go in terms of, distributor pockets, you get a chance to carve out your piece. So when it thinks about 8 billion, how much will your personal income be growing every year? If we think about 10 billion, how much of that is going to be yours? Give me like a 0.01% of 10 billion. Like I'm sweet. Like I'll be smooth. Like, yeah, run that. 0.01%. Right? I'm with it. Great leadership, great scientific board, something that you can trust. They have great ideas about the innovation. They have great ideas about, our growth. We already set up to be able to grow tremendously just with the warehouses and manufacturing plants that we have. You get to sit in the front, man. Active World team, Tad, get in the front, please. Thank you. Right? And so as we go through this, think about the option for yourself. If you're are you a brand new person? What's your name? Lola, welcome. Thank you. It's Lola's first time. Welcome, Lola. So if you're brand new, or if you're thinking about getting somebody started, there's two options to become a member in Herbalife, right? Distribute, make money while you're getting in the best shape of your life, or become a preferred member so you can save on your products forever with a growing savings from over 20% to around 40% when it's all said and done forever. So I'm not the only one who has gotten great results. I've also helped a lot of people get great results, and I'm not the only one who does this business for part-time income or full-time income. There's a lot of people in this room who has also done the same. So right now, what we're gonna do is hear from some people. And anybody, oh snaps, don't worry about it, OtterBox. And so anybody, anything else left with that? Shout out. Right? Get sponsored right now just for doing this on this Zoom. Nobody's gonna watch this Zoom though. So if anybody's made last month between $100 and $1,000, can you please come up and share your health results and income story? And we want you guys to come in front of the camera too. Yeah. $100 to $1,000 last month. Nice. Great to do that. All right, cut me the music. Cut me. Who's on the music? Who's on music? No music. We just gonna go. All right, come on.
Hi, you guys. My name's Raquel. On my nutrition plan, I've been able to drop 15 pounds, 13% body fat, and I'm currently up about 3 pounds of lean mass. Last month in the business, I was able to earn $1,000.
Nice. Now, can y'all exit this way and give me a high five? All right, come on.
Hi, guys. My name is Shamir. I'm currently down 62 pounds on my nutrition plan. Around my full-time career, I was able to earn $1,300 last month.
Nice.
Hey guys, my name is Abraham. I was able to lose 55 pounds in my first 6 months, and last month I made $700.
Nice.
What's up, family? My name is Amir. I've been doing Herbalife now for the last 4 years and 2 months. When I first got started on my nutrition plan, I was able to lose 20 pounds of fat, put on 8 pounds of sexy lean mass. Do the business part-time. Last month was able to earn an extra $800.
Hi, you guys. My name is Janae. I've been a part of this amazing community now for 9 months. Going on 10. I'm down 30 pounds of fat, 10 pounds of muscle, and last month I made around an extra $800.
Nice. I don't know about you guys, but most people could use an extra $500. And if you think about $500, the way that we do the business is you literally, if you get between 5 and 10 people started on a basic, just like the basic nutrition plan, you can earn $500. And so I don't know about if you're thinking about getting a part-time job, or if you have a couple jobs, or you have other side hustles, but throughout the month, how long do you think it would take to get 5 or 10 people ready to sign up and change their life with some great products that taste really good? Especially if you can invite them to a place where they could taste it for free, right?
Yeah.
Cool, makes sense. So a lot of people get that. And so if you made over $1,000 last month and you're not a TAD team member, can you please also come up and share as well? Whatever.
What's up, everyone? My name is Mia McKinley. I've been a part of this awesome community for almost 6 years now. Initially, I lost 38 pounds, and I love the product so much. Obviously, I'm about to have a nice, healthy pregnancy. And just doing the business and helping people. Last month, I made $1,400.
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
Everything is Coach Billy's.
Hey everybody, my name is Gio. I've been in the business for 1 year and 3 months now. I'm current world team, and last month I made an extra $1,300.
Wait. Health results, please.
Oh, health results. I'm down 15 pounds of fat I didn't know I could lose, and up 15 pounds of muscle.
Hey guys, my name is TG. I've been in the business a little over 4 years. I'm up 30 pounds of muscle on my plan. Last month I made just under $1,500.
Nice. And so most of these people are on somebody else's team, right? And that's what it's about. To really increase your income is you have to give this opportunity to other people. And so the leaders of the team turn into tab team members, which is Top Achievers Business, which they have great names like Global Expansion. We were talking about how wide and how broad this company is. So Global Expansion sounds like we should be expanding across the globe. We have a millionaire team, which means that your business is going to do over $1 million in distribution in a year. Imagine saying I have $1 million business. How many of you guys would love to have $1 million business? Right? That's great to put on a resume, except we don't never have to have resumes for the rest of our life. I ain't never gonna do no resume. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell them, look at my stats. Look at my Instagram. That's my resume. No, I'm joking. But for real. And then you have president's team, which means the organization is doing over $200,000 worth of business a month, and it's the top 1%. It's where everybody is initially has to have a high goal. If it's your highest goal, that should be like your lowest high goal. This president's team, but you should definitely have goals in there. So can the tab team please come up and also give us your results and income as well? Yeah.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah. I've been with Herbalife for almost 5 years now. Before Herbalife, I was a waitress at Red Lobster. Got on my nutrition plan. I lost 15 pounds my first 30 days on products. Then went on to put on healthy muscle mass, and I made over $10,000 last month, and I'm super excited.
Nice.
What's up, you guys? Same millionaire team, down 35 pounds. Still do this business around my barber career, and last month, just like you said, $10,000.
Wait, you could be a barber and then make $10,000 like around, like you still cutting. He still be cutting.
Still got hair on my shirt.
Man, he still got hair on the shirt right now. Okay, come on.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie, a 33-year-old mama of 3. No high school diploma, no college degree when I joined this company. Got started on the products because I really needed to lose weight. Down 63 pounds. Best shape of my life. And then real quick, 2 days ago was the 1 year anniversary of when I came to California the first time. And so now I got to move my family of 6 across the country with Herbalife, doing my business from home. And I'm just so grateful. I love this company. Last month, over 5,000.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nakia. I started this company just not knowing how much weight I needed to lose, just wanting to feel better and look better. Got started on my nutrition plan. I was able to lose 20 pounds of fat, over 30% body fat. And not really knowing what we were doing in the business, my fiance and I were able to make $2,100 our first month in the business. And today we're at the level of millionaire team. You guys, we made a little over 10,000 last month. And pretty much, you guys, we were able to upgrade our lives completely. We moved from a terrible neighborhood where our home was broken into about 3 or 4 times, right into our dream area, right across the street from Victoria Gardens. Nice area, you guys. And I'm just grateful for this opportunity, ready to share with whoever wants it.
Nice.
Hey.
You get a pass. Now you get a pass. Everybody else does. All right. I'm going to look at some people, make sure that they still. Dominique, I'm looking at you. How's the audio? Still good? Perfect. You guys can see. Oh, that's crazy. Let's go. Right. All right, cool. Y'all want to get in now? Okay, so now we can put everybody into the meeting though. And share screen. Bam. Bam. All right, cool. So, you guys can see that pretty good?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's see if we should. Nah, that was real though. All right. I want to move this so it looks good. Let's try play again. Nice. All right, cool. So we get to go over the basics. This is how you get to successful, you guys, is to be an expert. And you know the awesome thing about being an expert is you don't have to do much except for perfect the basics. right? And then be coachable. Does that make sense? So the coachability says take notes. Because what I'm about to train is so basic overall that y'all gonna see how old these slides are. And it's so applicable right now. And so it means that you're not going to have to learn too much more new stuff, especially if you guys are seasoned, okay? Cool. The basics, use, word, talk. We heard of that? Yeah. Use the products, word of brand, talk to people. Use the products like your business depends on it, right? Like it's your store. So the skincare, you should be using the skincare from the company that's paying you. If I worked at Nike, I wouldn't wear anything but Nike, like ever, if I worked at Nike. And look, it's like I do it anyway. Everything. Shakes every day because you also want results, you guys. You want to be able to continuously have results. You want to be able to, you taking notes, little man? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. ¿Habla español? Sí. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, and he speaks English. I heard translation. I was like, hey, listen, I'll do my best with the Espanol. You know what I'm saying? Right? We're the brand. We're the button, you guys. Button. The main one is lose weight now. Ask me how. Guess what people do when they see a button that says ask me how? They ask you how. The brand. So when you're in the gym and working out, sometimes you don't have a button just for danger, just for the solicitation of being in somebody else's business facility. So the brand is always cool. You can take it to a local print shop. There's not going to be a cease and desist. You're allowed to use the Herbalife logo being a distributor, and you can download it from myherbalife.com so that you can put it on all your clothes, whether it's the Athlete 24 line that you want to represent, or if it's something nice that you want to put on a shirt that you can wear out every day, and even your dress shirts, okay? And then talk to people. Closed mouth don't get fed, so you got to open your mouth, talk to people. This applies online, of course, but really, when you're out and about, you got to be the type of person that people want to talk to on their own. Like, you should be attracting people to you. And then if you see somebody who you think would be able to use your help, which is everybody, you should go talk to them, right? So the process: invitation, presentation, follow-up customer care, plug into events, right? My sister's laughing because she can see these flyers right here in this that lower corner on the left. Yo, how many flyers was that? It was a grip of flyers. We went and we had the newsletter for the apartment complex, and we sat in the office and shoved those joints in every newsletter that was going to go out to every resident in the apartment complex. A lot of you guys may not have known me before I was a president's team member. A lot of you guys may not even know me before I was like a millionaire team member, earning $9,000, $10,000 a month. But the grind, the face-to-face, the hand-to-hand grind, it was real. You can see the old Hero Camp pictures and stuff. We was out there shaking in a club that wasn't as nice as this, but it was all part of the grind, you guys. So invitation. Who you invite? Circle of influence, cold market. You guys know what a circle of influence is? Yeah. Warm market, yes. People that you know. What's a cold market? People that you don't know. People that you don't know, right? Say hi to people. Easy way to open up, all right? Another way to be able to really infiltrate a cold market is to turn a cold market into your warm market. Your new gym, all those people are cold when you first go in there. Your consistency in the gym turns the market warm. Does that make sense? You decided, some of you guys are in school, some of you guys want to take classes, some of you guys want to do some type of something for yourself. That turned into a warm market. You get a new job, that's going to turn from a cold market people you didn't know into a warm market. So you have to start finding ways to make more communities your warm market so there's a familiarity, right? And so it's not as weird maybe feeling to go talk to somebody just on the street that's cold. Does that make sense? Invite to what? Wellness profile, workout, fit camp, nutrition club, shake parties, 21-day body transformation challenges, or anything that you got going on, skin parties, right? the best way to make sure that you're feeling confident about when you're talking to somebody is to have something that you know that you're going to invite to. We're all here in this club right now, meaning that you could invite people somewhere. And you just pick what you want to invite them to. It could be the Friday. It could be the workout. It could just be for a one-on-one meeting. You make them a shake, get them some tea, right? And then talk to them about their goals. Some of you guys who are on Zoom, you guys are going to watch this too later. It can invite them to online things that we have as well. When do you invite them? All the time. Where? Every opportunity you get. Why? Because the more lives you change, the more results you get, the more confidence you'll have, the more income you'll make, and the more that you'll get other people interested in also doing the business, right? Because if you make more income, guess what sounds better when you talk about the business? Your income. I made $10,000 last month. That sounds better than saying I made $10 last month, don't it? Or $10 an hour. So you get a chance to have that control. Make sense? Example for the button response. Hey, how, right? Are you serious about losing weight, getting healthy, or are you just curious? Somebody say they're curious. Cool. Somebody say they're serious. Cool. Treat them the same. Invite them. Get their number. I'm going to show you how easy it is to get somebody's number. Yeah, what's your number? Like, you really want to do it just like that with the confidence of, oh, yeah, you want some, let me send you the schedule. What's your number? Let me send you the address. What's your number? Hey, do you have a website? Yeah, let me give it to you. What's your number? You can give people cards and flyers, and that's great too. But a lot of times, most of the time, all the times, get the numbers, right? What are your goals? What have you tried before? Hey, tell me about Herbalife. What are your goals? Have you tried anything to get those goals before? Why didn't it work for you? Right? Not only when you ask somebody why didn't it work for them, are you just trying to see like if they're consistent? You want to see what they had trouble with, what they struggle with. Oh, I couldn't go without bread. All right, cool. Now, like it's in my head, like you got to make sure that you talk to them a little bit about like bread and carbs and like all the other stuff. Oh, I couldn't do it because I couldn't go to the gym. It was kind of crazy. Well, nutrition a little different. So you get all these things that you can gather when you ask questions. Don't be a question answerer, be a question asker. That's the way for you to be interested in them instead of being interesting. Like I'm the one doing all the talking and I'm like, oh man, yeah, I lost all these. Yeah, I got to have, man, I make a lot of money. Look at my, I want to do that and I do it all the time. But I also want to ask questions to see where their head is at, right? How soon you want to get started? Cool, meet me tomorrow. Cool, let me see your PayPal. Cool, I got a 3-day trial for you. Make sense? All this is basic. How many of you guys heard stuff like this before? How many of it is still pretty good as you're hearing it, though, like right now? You got to be like that, right? Some tips. Tell your story. We could have had people, everybody up here tell a long story, but I really wanted them to tell that fast story because it was interesting. Does anybody remember any of those stories that came up? Like, you guys remember how much they lost and how much money they made? Quick. So now if you tell a long story, some of that good stuff might get lost, right? Telling them all this other stuff that happened and what you were scared of and what you just got over and what you've been through and what happened with the girlfriend and the boyfriend and all this other stuff, when you can just tell them the benefits of what you've been doing with Herbalife. Does that make sense? Don't take the no's personally, right? You have something that's gotten you guys great results that tastes good. You had the opportunity where you've made extra money or made, or having a full-time income doing Herbalife. If somebody says no, they're saying no to like good stuff like that. Who cares? Plant the seed. No means not now. No sets you up for that text that you just love when they hit you with them 2 words like, I'm ready. I'm ready. People know that because it happened to them, right? You see it, be proactive, get their contact information, schedule times for whatever the presentation is, right? A lot of the stuff that we do is schedule. So you have a great way to just boom, 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 hit people, right? Connect the invitation and presentation, right? Make sure you have other people around you to tell their stories. That's what you always want to do. As soon as you bring somebody in, tell them, be like, oh yeah, man, I'm telling you, these shakes is fire. Like, hey, come here. Tell them what happened when you started the shakes. And then somebody just knows to just be like, yeah, man, I lost like 30 pounds. They'll be looking at somebody that looks good like, you lost 30 pounds? They won't be able to believe it because of who you are already, right? So you got to have great results because you get to tell your story. to other people's people. Does that make sense? Right? Meet people where they're at. This big one with the exclamation mark, close the deal. Just ask them what they want to do. Like, boom. You want this plan or you want that plan? Huh, I'm gonna start you off with this plan. What flavor? And then like, that's it. And you gotta close, you gotta ask, because we already talked about closed mouths, right? And then have fun. Like everything that we do is like crazy fun. While you're talking to somebody, you should be also talking to them in a way that you want to be their friends, right? Joke with them in, appropriate ways, right? Be interested in them. Have fun with them, right? Because they need to see everything that's going on, and you got to have fun when you're around. So everything's a check it at the door policy. You got issues going on, check it at the door when you come into like Herbalife environments. Matter of fact, if you got issues going on, check it at your door on the way out into the world. Leave everything in the house, right? What mom used to say when we was younger, something about the house, like, don't tell the house business or something. It would be,
What goes on here, stay.
Yeah, what goes on in the house, stay in the house, right? And so you leave everything in the house, wipe your feet on the way out, and then be great in the world, and especially when you're around other people, because people need you at your best and your most positive, right? Cool. Better go in. Share your value. This is the value that you have as a coach. So when you think about what you have, and it's not just distributing and selling products, it's value. The one-on-one coaching. They'll get that because of the initial conversation is one-on-one. When you sit down with them and you get to measure them and weigh them as one-on-one, right? You talking to them on the phone, you introducing them to the 21-day challenges one-on-one. And then you have the group accountability, the community, right? We have fitness. So the challenges have fitness if you don't have a spot, right? Get with the people that invited you, get with your team. There's some stuff. Fit camps we have, nutrition clubs we have. We got the gym downstairs. They got fitness along with the nutrition. How is somebody gonna not get results, right? You got the mindset. 80% nutrition, 20% fitness to get great results, 100% mindset to stay committed to the other 100% of the body transformation, right? We teach about the balanced diet, the basics, right? We ain't about to get all super science. There's nothing scientific about eating good, eating healthy. Twinkies aren't scientific. We just don't eat them no more. Like, we know that. Fried food, get it out the way. Stuff that, you can drive through it, we don't go. Super simple. That's the value that you have as a coach on the front end, which is the difference between you and sending them to some one of these other shops and places and centers and stuff that sell stuff, right? Follow-up process, that's the value after the purchase. Pennies in the sale, right? 25% is awesome. 50% on some products and an order is awesome. But that's pennies, because that's one sale. Now, if they become, lifetime Herbalifers like some of us, what does that do for your business? It's a fortune in the follow-up, right? Focus on their results. Hold them accountable. No nice coaching. I promise you don't want to be the nice coach. You want to be the one that doesn't take any excuses from your clients and your distributors when you get in. Not like you got to be hard on them, but you can't have an ear that's soft to excuses, right? It bounced off. Boom, I didn't even hear what you just said. Back to what the goals is. Once the goals are there, then everything that they say that's not lined up with the goals, it's a different language, right? Be consistent, create a schedule, whether you're doing Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, follow-ups, whether it's every day because you got accountability groups, whether it's every 1, 2, 3, 7 days, however it is that makes the most sense for you and your comfortability, keep to it, right? Track everything, take care of the clients, stay organized. Right? Plug into events. This is for you guys, for being successful. Events. Daily events, weekly events, monthly events. Friday. How often we have this Friday joint? Every Friday. It's weekly. Put it on your joint. It's like making it no matter what. You busy? We got workouts here. We got workouts at another club. Don't matter. Pick one. and be consistent with that. You know what that consistency means? You can consistently invite to it. People can find you there. You know where we at. Next week, right? We got success training. There's a huge event with 1,500 people that's going to be there, and it starts off and it's called something success, something. It makes it seem like you will want to go. No matter what you were doing. You be working at FedEx and like, hey man, we got the box successful throwing thing. Well, I want to know how to successfully throw these boxes. I'm gonna go. Oh, shit, I got to build my legs. All right, cool. They didn't teach me that in the non-success school, right? Quarterly events, big ones, leadership development, October. We got it in a month and a half. It's gonna be crazy. They're giving you, the crazy thing about Herbalife is everything's named in a way that you understand the benefit. Even the products. You got a pre-workout called Prepare. Well, I'm prepared to work out. After workout, I drink this amazing chocolate shake called Rebuild Strength. Well, I just rebuilded my strength. Right? I need some Liftoff, favorite product, energy. Liftoff, tell you what it's for. Leadership development. Why would you not want to go? Who wants to be a leader of many? Woo! Leaders are learners. School. Success training. School. This is super school. Right? Everything is telling you what's going to happen. So you got to pay attention and then get there. If you want those aspects to be part of you, and if you want somebody else to also go. It's not your success is important. If it's ever you or I comes out of your mouth, then you're thinking wrong. I can't go because. You can't go because of what? You ain't thinking about other people. Even if you don't have anybody with you. Think about what you get to tell them when they do come. The first time you drank a shake, you got to tell somebody about that moment even though nobody was there. The first leadership development week, you got to tell them about the first time that you went even if they didn't come. So that you have something always. Does that make sense? And then every year we got extravagance. Here's the action steps for you guys. Get the results. It's still summertime right now. It's hot. How many degrees was it? Triple digits today? 8. It was. Yeah, it was definitely 100. Right? Get a result. You can still take your clothes off in California. All right? But get in a mode of being consistent and having a standard for your results. None of us is perfect. I fell off results before, everything. But when I really think about it, it's like, why would I ever fall off that consistency? Because if I get a client that's been with me for a year and they need to lose 100 pounds, I got to be consistent until they lose 100 pounds. You got to be consistent enough for every person that you meet to be always seeing you. Because that I'm ready text comes from them watching for so long and seeing how you've been and how you've been progressing. You can't stay broken and still say, hey, come join my business. You can't not have better results and then still tell somebody I can help you, lose weight and change your life. You got to always be working on getting better. Does that make sense? And if you already as ripped up as you can, get better at something else. Right? Take karate. Performance. How about that? I'll say it like that. Looks and then be better at performance. Make sense? Create a list right now of people. We just talked about who do we know out of the country, right? Get back into that. Like, dang, I should really send a message to somebody that I know that lives in Mexico, that lives in Europe, that lives in, go and see. Go and see how many countries we have in Herbalife. Go to your website and see, man, I think I know somebody there. Oh, I know somebody that's vacationing there. Hey, man, why you down there? Just see if you talk to somebody. Yeah, right? People go on vacation. Focus on getting 5 to 7 new clients, right? We just talked about that $500 you want. If some of you want $500, think about 5 to 7 people that you can help. Whether they cold market or warm market, that's what you got to be on, right? And then send them an invitation. Oh, yeah. So, look, I made it to president's team in 2 years. We get to see what it looked like. Who want to see that? Yeah. So this is all numbers. Anybody a fan of numbers? Yeah. Anybody not good with numbers? Anybody hate numbers? So do you count money with letters or you count money with numbers? Y'all better change your paradigm if you don't like numbers. You don't got like BGX dollars. No, you got $370, right? You got to be good with numbers because numbers is money. You got to be able to understand. This ain't going to be complicated. It's going to be easy. Y'all ready? Yeah. Boom, I'm going to go year by year. 2012. Hold on, man. Y'all can't be putting on my, oh, these ain't numbers. All right. That's cool. It ain't dollars, so we can go. All right, cool.
Hey.
So 2012. I'm going to exit this because I think I want to use my mouse a little bit. Yeah, this is good. Okay, cool. 2012. This is volume. This is volume on what it takes to get the president's team in 2 years. Boom, first month I was sponsored. March 27, 2012. 512 volume points. What does that mean happened in that first month? Senior consultant. If it was this day and time, what else would it mean? First cut distributor action plan, right? We're going 3 months, 500 volume points. They got some cool stuff for us. Boom. 6 months later, what are we looking at? August. Organization 10,000. Royalty is 500, active world team. Cool thing. So what happens with active world team, it's when you do 10,000 personal volume points in a month at least, right? And you can see the 10,000 happen if you look at volume right here with the 14. 10,000 in the organization. So your royalty, which is 5% of what your organization produces, which is the supervisors that you can get into your business. And then your 4 months of 2,500. So you can see these months, 26, 8, 14, 12, right? 4 months. Quick. That's work. Look at the numbers so that you got to see. There's no, if you guys want to be successful, there's no, like, you can't baby step into it. It has to be like very, 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 very intense work. Right? Brand new people, I'm sorry that it's going to get a little like crazy because you guys don't know nothing that we're talking about with all this stuff. But it's awesome. It's going to sound good. You're like, that feels good. It's good. All right. Cool. The work got crazy. I went to a success training, right? This is September, October, November. September, success training. A young lady speaking, right? 28 years old. She was in the business 5 years. She was already a press team. So I'm like, dang, she started at 23. She's 28 press team. She said, figure it out. Wrote that down. How many of you guys ever heard me say figure it out? Cool. And then she said, like, whatever your goal is, set a bigger goal. So I was like, man, I'm going to do 20,000. And so we did 20,000. Right then, after those 3 months, people started calling me 20K suit. Right? I stopped doing 20,000. Right? Oh, snaps. Come on. Stuff is all moving on crazy. I got excuse me. I missed the button. Where's it at? Luckily nothing's bad on here. All right, cool. There we go. All right. Like, what's Subi watching? But we started doing organizational volume over 20,000. So we still 20K suit. What does a 20K org mean? Yeah. First cut a global expansion team because your royalty has hit over $1,000. Right? This is the first year in business. Right? But this is the important part. This is what you guys got to take note of. This is the downline volume. So everybody understands your volume is what you do personally. Right? How many clients you have. Back then, this was also personal consumption. Whatever you use for sampling, whatever that you're going to use for, making shakes for whatever workout you have. And then when you sponsor somebody in the business as a distributor that hasn't hit supervisor, their volume is encompassing your volume. So if somebody does 500 volume points and hits senior consultant, in that first month, your volume also reflects that 500. So if you look at it, this is downline volume of 1,000, 3,000, 11,000, 9,000, 17,000 in the downline. What does that mean? That means a lot of people were sponsored and bought into the business, and not just bought into the business, but what are they actually doing? They're ordering. They're getting their products. They're getting products for other people. So when you get people started, you got to get them connected to a goal as fast as possible. Because if somebody can see what you're doing and you're excited about it, and you tell them something about like the $500 they can earn or whatever else, this is just, and the 500 is just a number that's just broad enough where it can make a big difference in a lot of households if people can have that extra. Then they have to be able to know how to be able to get it. And if you're so active, how do you get 17,000 down? That's everybody else's work, which translate into those incomes where in those months was $3,000, $3,600, $4,300 in those early months. Hidden Active World Team, you know, they send you a $500 bonus check. But that's crazy by giving more people opportunity. How many people in here was sponsored in 2012? How many people was distributed in 2012? Excuse me. Signed up, needed personal consumption, not distributing yet? Nobody. A millionaire team member frontline? Nope. Throwing up in the morning on Sundays. Right? 2013, what it looks like. Third month, right? We hit fully qualified global expanded team with 2,200 in the royalty, almost 2,500. That didn't exist. Get 2,500, Mill Team 7,500. It didn't exist. But we almost was going to double cut, like straight into it. Personal volume, total, 30,000. Crazy thing about this month, we was in Paris for honors. 9 days in Paris, still did 30,000. Would you like to know why something like that happens? Yes. Would somebody like to take a guess how that happens? They fired up. The vision was casted. You gotta say, yes, we're in Paris. We're going to Paris in 3 weeks. Again. If you're not doing the work, then other people don't know that the work can be done. But this whole time, it's like there's activity. There's activity. Like they see you at the fit camp, smiling, laughing, taking selfies, right? Taking your shirt off, like being proud about your results. People see that and they want something. You sit VIP at an event, you create the opportunity for somebody else to want that experience of VIP at an event. I had VIP, I could go back a couple, but when we hit Active World Team, the next month was Extravaganza. So being in Extravaganza and having the VIP where you sit down at the table is something that people get a chance to see. Got to do that first. Like if you're in the business and you're not my front line, you're second line, yeah, you can look up and see me. But if your upline hasn't done it, it's going to be harder for you to kind of have that connection. But now you take away your upline and say, it's just that everything starts with me. This is what you got to do. Everything starts with me. So for my team, the people that I sponsor, right? Your upline's your team, your sideline, this is all one team. But for your personal team that Herbalife's going to pay you for based off, you know, your royalty and your wholesale income, you got to start creating that culture. And luckily, you got great sidelines to be able to be the example of it, right? 30,000 in Paris. 9 days there, it went up 1,000 volume points every day, right? It's crazy. March is going to be a crazy month. I promise you. Y'all better be strapped in. Next month, or 82, royalty, 4,000. What does that mean? First cut millionaire team. Millionaire, because 80 times 12 months, right at about $1 million. Does that make sense? That's where the name comes from. Not that you're going to make $1 million, but if you stay around long enough, hit millionaire team, you're going to make $1 million. Right? That fast. Sponsored, you guys, go back. March 2012. It hasn't been that long. right? I went to only one leadership development weekend, and that was in the month that I hit, that July, first leadership development weekend. Didn't have a chance to learn leadership from people yet at a designated time that's for leadership development. Only went to one extravaganza. And who went to their first extravaganza or been to one? Do you remember all the stuff that they was training from stage? Heck no, it was so bright, lights was going crazy. You was wide-eyed, the music was, man. I don't remember anything from this training. But it was enough to cast some vision because you remember the big stuff. You remember being exposed. I remember the party. I remember what the VIP experience was like. I said, I don't want to live anything else besides that. I want to be involved. I don't want to miss out. Not even a year and a half in, Millen team first cut. Right? Terrence, when did you start doing the business? When did you hit supervisor, Terrence? August. Before the millionaire team member that you know is in the business. When did you hit supervisor, Kenneth? Before the millionaire team members that you know that's in the downline is in the business. That's what the work looked like. The work looked like you gotta work like the people that you start off with might not last. There's people that make up all of that volume that some of y'all never met. I could name global expansion team members that you'll be like, who? And how does that happen when they top achiever in business? I can name millionaire team members that's in my downline that you'll be like, who? How does that happen? When it's top achiever business, and we just talked about that your business is gonna do $1 million in a year, and they're not here no more. Same people, if people make it to the NBA and do half a season without even being injured, where'd they go? Some people ain't built for it. Some people ain't shown up to the greatness. It ain't the talent, it's the hard work. It's the dedication. It's the will to say, I'm gonna be the best, right? That's where it all comes from. That's what has to be in you. That's the 100% that you gotta have to give to everybody else. You gotta outlast everybody. And it's not like you outlasting everybody. You just got to be there for new people. Does that make sense? Let's look at some more. What else we gonna highlight? Finished out, right? Third cut, over 100. Crazy. Now, when you see royalty points, you guys, royalty is what at least the check is gonna be. But in a month like this, if you look, personal volume, downline volume, 5,000 downline volume points. That's crazy. So all that's also going into your pocket too as well, between 25 and 8%, depending on what the your distributors have. This is what the work looks like. Let's look at the downline volume again. 14,000 in the downline. This is people, new people. Brand new distributors. How many of you guys got a brand new distributor in the past 6 months? How much volume do you think the average distributor did in their first month? Just 500, 300, 1,000, right? How many volume points right now does it take to get the supervisor? 2,000. So your downline volume, if you get one great person to go supervisor in 1 month, that's only 2,000. We're talking about 15, 21, 12, 11, 8,000 volume points in the downline. How many people is that in? Not saying they're all going to hit supervisor, but how many people is that in if you take them averages of some people doing nothing, some people doing 100 volume points, some people maybe doing 2,000 to get that many? How many distributors you think? Maybe 20. You don't have to sponsor 20, but over the course of this month and next month, 20. All accumulated can get you that. If they have a plan of action, they know how simple it is to order products for people. Next month, the ones who didn't hit, you have 20 plus, you got to put another 10 in. 30 people every month contributing to your volume. Some turn into supervisors. You got another 10 in, you still got 30 something people contributing to your volume. Some people hit supervisor, put another 10 in, you still have, now you're probably up to like 40 something contributing to your volume. Supervisor. You don't stop the sponsoring, but because they supervisor, what's starting to go up? Royalty, organizational volume. Keep on plugging in. This is what it looks like. So when somebody says, hey, Frontline the World, like Frontline the World is serious. It can be the only thing that you're thinking about. Like, y'all need to get people results. And as I get people results, I want them to have the results enough that when somebody's going to ask them about the products. So if I'm not talking to people about the business yet, I want the people that have results to be able to already start tapping into their circle of influence, because now their cold market, they're your cold market, like their circle of influence, their cold market can become your warm market, because they're going to invite them to the club to work out. Because once they start asking about, you know, how the person losing weight, what's going on with your face, it gets skinny, you got the answer for them. The face changes. Y'all, all of a sudden you got bone structure. You got a jawline like, dang, I didn't know you had a jaw like a superhero, you know what I'm saying? But that's what you always have to, hey, has anybody been noticing? Make sure that everybody get a free cup when they order with me. I'm gonna shoot you a free cup, boom. So that they can have it and be, not just make they shake with something that says Herbalife, but they can carry it along with them. You know what I'm saying? Before people start getting a couple bottles, they making shaking one, they rinsing it out, they drinking tea in the shake. They look nasty. Don't matter. I need you to have a cup with you so that people can ask about it. Right? Oh, the Herbalife, does that really work? And they be like, they don't know because it's the first day, but they like how it tastes. They might have had the tea and stayed up all night cleaning the house. That's a good story. Right? People been making money getting people addicted and tweaking for years. So we might as well too, right? But the numbers, you got to see that that's what it's made of. But at the same time, like if I go back and you look down that first row of numbers, you guys personally purchased volume. How much personally purchased volume are really happening in these months? 1,000, 2,000 personally purchased volume. So clients that didn't sign up, this will be the clients that, you know, like not even preferred members. This is like straight retail. And then personal consumption, it's not that much. Is get everybody the opportunity to save. I'd rather have somebody saving on the products as a preferred member right now to keep them in, to have them always have that access, right? For them to be able to see more, to let the company also be running follow-up for you, be sending them promotion, be sending them extra information about working out, the benefits of protein, the benefits of drinking water. Like the company is already on a schedule with sending stuff like that to members, to you guys, to distributors, to your preferred members already. So now you have a $7 billion company helping you with your clients. That's awesome. And it's dependable, right? I'd rather have that because all that stuff, boom, and it's active and it's active. And there's who likes saving money, right? Go to the store, they be like, hey, by the way, this is on sale. You'd be like, I really wasn't looking, but now I'm gonna go look. You tell somebody that somebody can see on their site that they're over 30% off, they gonna start looking a little bit more. Oh, I seen the mint clay mask that you took. Let me go see about the mint clay mask. Everybody's talking about Prolesa Duo. I'm gonna go see about the Prolesa Duo. Oh, they talking about Prelox. I'm gonna go see. Right? Get them in. Because you need as many people contributing to your personal volume, because the more that contributes to your personal volume contributes to your org volume. This only matters if we can go back to that why slide that we was talking about at the very beginning, is if your why has something to do with you changing your life. Like you gotta sit here and say, I don't know what everybody's situation is. But if some part of you wants to change your life, you got to change other people's lives. You got to be the plug. You got to be the conduit for other people's lives to get changed. You know people going to lose 60 pounds. Who lost over 60 pounds in here? I see a couple. Who ever made over $500 in 1 month here? Who's ever made over $5,000 in 1 month here?
Hey.
Who's ever made over $10,000 a month here? 15. 40. Because that happens, right? Because you can see the proof, and because you get a chance to like not just see the proof, you guys, you get the chance to be the proof, right? I'll speak about what I see. My sponsor, he made like $7,000 when I started. I was talking about that. That's why I signed up. I was like, man, he can make $7,000. I can make something. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know anything about how to move up or anything, but I was like, if he's telling me, yo, you wanna get in the best shape of your life, or do you wanna make some money while you get in the best shape of your life, and all you're doing is just adding value. He just gave me 2 options and one just had more value, right? You wanna get in the best shape? Yeah. Or you wanna do that and make money? Well, nah, keep the and. I don't want no ands. Whoever doesn't want the ands?
Yeah.
You better get all your ands, right? Get all of them. Anything of value, get all of it. And so when he's telling me that and he's like, yeah, I made $7,000. I didn't know how he did it. I was just like, 7,000 and I'm invited to, then why not? Highest month, 43,000, and you're invited to. So why not? Like, everybody knows it's possible? Because you can see the proof, right? Anybody think it's fake?
No.
Because y'all done ate with me, right?
No.
So you get to see it, right? You invited. So why not? Right? You can't, so it's the opportunity is now, is why. So why not you? When you think about the you, why not you be the person who is earning? I'm not gonna say making, I ain't never made money. Right? I don't even know what type of paper it's on. Earns. Why not you earning 5 or 10,000? And if there's things running in your head, that's an actual answer, that's not real. Like we know the way our actions aren't showing up, like I'm not doing this. But anything that you say that I am is because I am lazy, that's not real. That's not real. Just because you heard it don't mean that it's real. I am not good with people, that's not real. I am not talking to people is real. I am not drinking 2 shakes a day, that's real. I am lazy, that's not real. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What you act on, you can check, you can correct. The I am stuff, you can say I am, and everything that comes after the I am better be empowering for yourself. Anything that you think of that I am and is not self-serving is not a real thought. And so immediately what you have to do is say, that's not real. And watch how fast the voices like disappear. It might be the only time that you never hear nothing. And it might be for a split second, but recognize how peaceful it was when you said that's not real. Like your shoulders were probably like relaxed for like a quick second, like your heart will like, and you're probably tense up right after that. But you gotta recognize how peaceful it is when you say that it's not real. All right, let's move some of this out so we could stay with the people. I wanted to show the numbers so that you guys could see like where you're at in terms of personal production. and where you got to be. Right? How many times you did over 10,000 volume points? About. At least 10 times, almost a year at 10,000 volume points. How many times you did 10,000 volume points?
30 months.
About 30 months. About 40 months. How many times you do over 10,000 volume points? 12, 13, 14, 15 times. Do 10,000 volume points a year straight. And watch how your life changes. That's all you got to do. How to do that? We just told you how. Invite, talk to people. Like the rest of it, you got to figure it out. But what would you want to do? Put somebody in the room. Right? Anybody think they could repeat what I just did right now? As good?
Better.
On the way. On the way. On the way. But imagine if you have 5 people in the room with you. What would the conversation be like right after? I'm ready. I think I need to do this. And all you would do is be like, yeah, go do it. What you think about, man, I just realized I could do this. Yeah, go do it. That's the only thing you got to tell people is when they come at you with an idea, right? Once you understand what the intentions of what we do as a business, we can go over these basics again. Like if it fits in there, products are there, it's good, it's all encompassing, it's on a great schedule, right? Yeah, go do it. You actually get a chance to do way less work when somebody else is running a fit camp, when somebody else is doing all the production for a success training, when the company is doing the leadership development weekends, when the company and high-level distributors are doing your extravaganza. You do way less work. You let the structure do the work for you. But while you're in the structure, you're learning how to do the structure so you can create it as well and contribute to it. Because you want to be the person in the front of the room. Like the way everybody's eyes is looking, you want everybody to look at you like that. Like they want to be you, except taller. Nobody wants to be me, but they want to be like me. They feel something, and they want to recreate that feeling in other people. Ain't that the whole pay it forward thing? Yeah. People want to be motivational speakers. They ain't did nothing to motivate nobody. But because they got motivated, they're like, oh, man, if I can get people to feel like that about me, like that would feel good. Why would somebody not do it? What do you think we get to do that for? Whoever helped somebody lose some weight? It felt good, right? Yeah. So that's the feeling to chase. That's what you get addicted to. You got to get addicted to something that makes you want to keep. Why do you think people go shopping all the time? Because you can't get that feeling. You can't satisfy it. It is from the first client. It don't feel like the first client. It don't feel like the first client where you're like, dang, it works. Maybe it was yourself. My first 10 pounds, 8 days. It's crazy. And so you got to chase that feeling. It's almost like, I got to see if it works again. If it keep working, man, we might have something here. Yeah, we've had something for 38 years. I told you, 1980. I'm 81. I think this company was made for me. They said, we got to get the kinks out before soup comes. But if you don't think like that, if you don't feel like that, right? If you don't have a love like that, if you have that attachment to it, like I live purposefully now. So because of that, it's like, how could I not feel like it's not made for me? When you was lost at first. We didn't have anything at first. And now you have something for everybody. That's what we look. Look, all questions are good questions. No. I'm about to drink.
I feel like I heard some That was sweat. That was sweat.
Thug tears, baby. Look, we just did the whole HOM. We heard a gang of stories, and we got to see some numbers, and went through training. That's an hour and 10 minutes. It don't get better than that. But all questions is good questions. But I don't want anybody, or you could chat and type something in, you know what I'm saying? Can I find this slide somewhere? I'm gonna drop it 7 in the soup group, and then y'all can share it. Cool. Any other questions? Anything else? Nope. We're what press team members?
Numbers. I said the press team numbers.
Oh yeah, we can go to the press. How about,
Yeah, you
all
can
right.
have that slide. I'm trying to see that.
Cool. Let's see this. Get them out the way. Press team numbers. All right. And then so that last year, 2014, as you can see, the 3 months at 10,000 royalty over 200,000. April 2014, sponsored in March 2012. So that's what it looks like. So growth is crazy. You can do like whatever you want, but we talked about this. We spoke it. You know what I'm saying? It was like pressing. Like it's in the brain to hit. Right? It was competition. It's like the only person that's stopping any success is like yourself. And so it's always this self-competition. My sponsor would say, you could retail and then follow that with whatever like needs or wants was like presently in front of me or on the table. Man, I don't even think I can make it to the little training. Well, you could retail it. Oh, something happened in the family, you know what I'm saying? You could retail it. Like when you start thinking about your I, switch that around and go externally and say, well, man, I could go help some people to help myself. And if you help enough people get what they want, then you ain't gonna want for nothing. You gonna get exactly what you want. Like that's Jim Rohn. But this is a business where it's actually true. Some people want $500. Stay around long enough and be good enough to help people get to $500. Invite enough people around to get it. People want to lose weight. Everybody want weight, energy loss, muscle gain, something. Invite enough people that they can get something, even a little bit of what they want. You can get a little bit of what you want. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, cool. Thank y'all for coming out. Let's take this picture.